we'll be comparing Salchemist and Link Strider in which is the better support oath. The four things we'll be reviewing are the mechanics, pros and cons, and a summary of each oath. Starting with Salchemist, we can use potions. These potions range from health potions, posture decrease, insanity, damage decrease, infinite ether, ether drain, and way more. However, this is just basic alchemy. Potion talents and high int are what make potions good, not the oath. Salchemist potions are almost the same as standard alchemy, but we'll be talking about antithetic salts later in the video. Salchemist's actual mechanics are drinking potions 0.5 seconds faster, and its salts. The salts are the main difference from standard alchemy. What do these salts actually do? Well, Salchemist has three kinds of salts. Starting with biotic salts. They reduce negative effects for allies and positive effects for enemies. This salt is a free buff and should be used on all your potions. Two notable uses are with damage decrease potions and health potions. Damage decrease potions. Theoretically, they reduce your allies' damage by 25%, while the enemy deals 50% less damage, making a 25% net profit. However, this type of potion is currently bugged and not working with biotech salts. The healing potion slowing effect is also lowered, as shown with Potion Quaffer. For a better indicator, at the top my friend is using biotic salts, while I'm using no salts. Some of you might be saying throw healing potions, but they don't heal for anything, even when using antithetic salts. You would also just be healing the enemy. Next we have aromatic salts. When a potion is thrown, it's turned into a cloud of mist for 10 seconds. This is good for added pressure and pairs well with biotic salts. As a side note, you can't increase the time of the cloud. Finally, you have antithetic salts. These inverse your potions. Antithetic salts are the only thing that make your potions stronger. Two interesting ones I found from the Apothecary Discord was 3 blue caps and 2 reds, which cause insanity, and 3 reds and 2 crustacean meat, which increases my damage output and gives me infinite ether. My M1s did an extra 2% and gave me infinite ether. Now for the pros and cons. Salchemist gets infinite potions, but has a 30 to 40 second cooldown. Salchemist can hit allies with potions, having the downside. Salchemist has AoE clouds. Salchemist must rely on Potion Quaffer for healing friends. Salchemist doesn't come with stronger potions, but instead more dynamic potions using antithetic salts. Finally, one issue with traditional alchemy builds is that you'll run out of potions. However, in my experience, 10 to 15 potions get used every hour of a gank. Let's discuss about Link Strider's abilities and how they compare to Salchemist. Link Strider can heal 15% every 7 seconds with a Bless Gem. Link Strider's healing has little windup. Using a Bloodless Gem on Sustain instead of a Blessed Gem will only deal 2% self damage. We'll test Link Strider's healing output with and without a Ring of Pestilence. Before we show the healing rates, I do quickly want to mention that Link Strider isn't just healing, and we'll be talking more about that later in the video. The self-damage can be a problem, but with the Darkscorn Cask, you can reduce the self-damage penalty even more. You go from 7% self-damage to 4% self-damage. So these are the results with the Darkscorn Cask. But Linkstrider isn't just healing. You also have tethers, which actually come with buffs. Your positive tethers give a 20% damage reduction, a 5% attacks buff, and a movement speed increase. Because you're increasing your teammates' movement, you're also proccing talents for them, like Speed Demon, which give a 30% damage increase. Linkstrider also comes with the Mantra Leech. This can pressure who your ally is fighting. Leech bypasses block, giving health. Leech deals true damage. While Leech can heal you and deal true damage, it also comes with another property. It can proc talents, some being Air Pressure, Aggressive Posture, Anxious Guard, Hard Read, all of these creating what's called a Super Leech. Leech does come with a downside, giving the opponent auto parry frames, but Hard Read and Anxious Guard do help. For Linkstrider, unless you're using a Bloodless gem on sustain, spamming the healing mantra isn't viable unless you have high self-healing. This can be solved with a flame build or a potion build. You're required to play more passive in order to utilize Linkstrider's tethers and faster healing. Each oath is good. Sulcamus can be strong throwing buffs, while Linkstrider is better at pocketing. I don't see why you couldn't have both of them, but in my opinion, Linkstrider gets more value from Vow of Mastery because Linkstrider's passive playstyle. Both those are fine either way. I mean, like I said, I don't see why you couldn't just have both of them, but Linkstrider gets more value of having Vow of Mastery than Sulcamus.